minute issues with the family are resolved, the minute the woman feels that she's got a place somewhere and her place is undoubted by anybody else and it's established, and there's only one person who can establish it. A woman trying to establish order with a man's family is never successful. It's never successful. Those of you who are busy fighting, wanting to show his mother this and show his sister this, don't waste your time. It's not successful. The one person who establishes order on his turf is the one whose turf it is. He is the only one who can call his dogs to order. Just as in your family, you are the one who will call your dogs to order. And it's natural, a lot of women very quickly will call their family in order. In fact, the women families don't tend to have the same suspicions and they don't tend to have the same hostile behaviors towards the men as the women experience. But yeah, if a guy calls his family to order for you, if a guy especially call his parents to order for you, if a guy tells his people, nah, you cannot speak to her that way, you cannot talk to her that way, if you have issues with her behavior, you come and you speak to me. Do not address my wife. I've taught this technique to a few guys who were in very troubled relationships, have practiced some of these things, and a lot of them will come back and report magical occurrences as a result. Find a way to show to this woman that you will protect her. Protection is very important to us. It is very important to us for all sorts of reasons. It's important for personal reasons, but more importantly, women are so focused on protection because it is our prime responsibility to our children. We want to know that we will be okay and that our children will be okay in these situations. The minute you know that it will not be okay for you and your kids, you will have to make alternative arrangements. And often those alternative arrangements do not involve being at peace with you and living together. And that's where the disarray begins. So for me, if you want to work with somebody to build a life together, because that's what marriage is, it's working with somebody to build a life together. The key principle here is intentionality. You've got to carefully consider and intentionally choose to engage in particular ways. Intentionality. There is a notion of reciprocity. I don't take alone, I take and I give. I serve to be served. I uphold to be upheld. And I am kind when I am happy. I am kind when I am upset. I am consistent so that I do not allow doubt a foothold in my system. Consistent. One of the things I wanted to do was not to insult my husband. It was something I got from my dad. My dad says that anybody who calls a man a fool and then sleeps behind the fool is the greatest of the fools. And it was one of the things that really struck me. I came to marriage wanting not to insult my husband. I am a very sharp-tongued character. Ask those who have crossed my paths. They will tell you. I can destroy you with my tongue.